Cheers, everybody. So I did it. I mixed the Bullet 95 and the High Ridge Canadian whiskey, and I have a virtually perfect Manhattan. That's beautiful. Almost as good as the Crown Royal Northern Harvest. Bring that back, Crown Royal. Bring it back. Okay, welcome to part 2 of our devilish double feature. This, I had a hard time finding a poster of this that I could print out without Mrs. Lee freaking out because there's titties on it. Pleasures that fire the flesh, horrors that freeze the blood, nothing is forbidden to Plaything of the Devil, the Devil's Plaything. Also, I saw French and German titles. Europe's hottest new sex beauty. Not now, but when this came out. Marie Forsa. Swedish. Goodbye to the only poster I could print at work. The Devil's Plaything. I'm not going to do all the AKAs. 1974. Okay. Swedish Erotica. You know, I'm part Swedish. Should I make some Swedish Erotica? Marie Forsa. Swedish in 1974 when it really counted. Directed by Joseph W. Sarno. You know him. I know his name. Don't ask me from what right now, because I'm buzzing. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is 1974 EI, Independent Cinema. I don't know what the EI is. This is long before the European Union. Okay. Who knew topless women dancing around a cauldron of flame could be so funny? And that's just the opening credits. Okay. This is a complex story. So bear with me. This one might be a little bit longer. I'll do what I can here. 3 women are summoned to a remote castle where one of them will be the next vessel for the Baroness Varga. She was put to death some 300 years ago from 1974. God, at my age, 300 years before 1974 was probably closer to 1974 to now. Anyway, you know the story, which probably burned at the stake. I don't remember. Swearing revenge on those who killed her and their offspring. I gotta get me a curse. Okay. The housekeeper has cultivated a group of satanic witches, spinsters by day, their long black dresses and hair pulled back. By night they retire to a secret room where they dance topless to the devil's bongo. I know we're a little late for beatniks, but I don't know. When did Bongo Fury come out? Maybe it was inspired by this movie. I'm going to think that either way. The three are joined by a brother and sister, the latter of whom, the sister, is a doctor studying the folklore of the area. She is well familiar with the legend of the Baroness Varga and has crosses for her and her brother to keep them safe. Back you witches. Has that ever worked? I got friends who are witches. I don't think they're afraid of crosses. Okay, before she knows it though, the legend is playing out before her. Her brother gives up the cross and falls for Helga, who has been possessed by an evil that makes her masturbate incessantly and have sex with everyone, including the blonde lesbian girl in the group. The vessel has been selected. And wouldn't you know it, she looks just like the painting of the Baroness. Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? Soon all are her servants, and they all do her bidding. Okay. Where are we at here? I'm confusing myself. This story is so complicated. After drinking the blood... the blood of who? Or... oh, after drinking blood, Helga orders the doctor's brother to make love to her and drinks his blood. All she needs now is the doctor's blood to gain her full power. Something about his sister's blood that's going to give her the full power. For this, she sends the brother. See, the doctor is in love with her brother and is easily seduced by him. It's 1974. Actually, this is popular on Pornhub now. If they didn't have to say stepbrother and stepsister. Okay. She sets down her cross and falls into his arms. But it's not over yet. There's invisible bats. And the invisible bats take off her clothes. And what about that damn housekeeper? And all her satanic librarians? What's going on there? Well, doctor in love with her brother. We'll have to figure all that out if she wants to save the day. And this is Eurotrash, so I don't remember if she succeeds or not. You know, if it was Hollywood, that of course she would save the day. But this is Europe. We're not so sure. Okay, this has all the elements of a great movie. There's an intricate story, good acting, lots of boobies. Unfortunately, it also has the worst editing I've ever seen. Jumping from one scene to another. Like we'll open to a new scene and the audio from the last scene is still playing into the new scene. Even my show has higher production quality than that. Jesus. Then there's that bongo music. Again, there was a period there in the 70s where bongo music was the thing. That was like the thing. Bongo Fury. If you haven't listened to Bongo Fury, that's an album by Captain Beefheart and Frank Zappa got together Captain Beefheart, gravelly voice, kind of out there. Frank Zappa, well, you know, can really play the guitar, but out there. They got together and made an album in 1976, 2 years later, called Bongo Fury. Listen to it. You have to listen to it. It's great. Honestly, I think it's better than any of Zappa's albums on his own or with the Mothers, and better than most of Captain Beefheart's albums. And it has a song about the bicentennial on there, so... Anyway, we're kind of off topic here. The bongo music, still, you know, in today's day and age, it cracks you up every time it comes on. No matter how serious the scene is. When those bongos start to play, to build suspense. Where are my bongos? There they are. That's the soundtrack. Bongo music intensifies. That's how you know something's going to happen. Okay, this was definitely intended to shock and titillate. And it succeeded. Does it succeed as a masterpiece of 70s cinema? Not quite. But it does succeed. It does succeed at what it set out to do. Four rings for the Devil's Plaything here on Feature 2. Okay. Should we see what we've got for next week? I definitely see some interesting things in there, but we'll see what we get. Because Monkey's going to do the picking, not me. And he's got just a few here. And this one too easy. Well, we're going to take that one right there. Chance dictated that one fell to the floor and is therefore the winner. Okay. I think we're staying in the 70s for the most part. I don't know, the second one might be the 60s. We've got The Slave to the Cannibal God and Wild Women of Wongo. Have you seen either of these? Well, I'm going to tell you all about them next week. And then you can decide for yourself if you want to see them or not. All right. Thanks for joining me. If you liked this crap, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Leave some comments. I love comments. I love to talk to y'all people out there, since I only have like 2 or 3 viewers. You know what? My last picture... No, not my last picture. I reviewed a couple of Anna Biller films of middle of last season. Maybe beginning of last season. Anyway, one of them has just shot past everything else. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, my top viewership is in India and Indonesia. So, I don't know. But it has like 24,000 views. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna owe Anna Biller any money that I get. I got her poster hanging right up in my room. You probably saw it on Twitter, if you're following me on Twitter like you should be. Anyway, Slave of the Cannibal God, Wild Women of Wongo, next week on the Late Night Picture Show. Good night, kids.